Have you ever found yourself constantly seeking approval from others? You're there, struggling with ideas of self doubt or am I good enough, smart enough? Am I doing the right thing? And you're focusing on what others think of you. What if I told you that the answers you're looking for are already inside of you? And I know that sounds cheesy, but that's what we're going to get into today's video. I will show you how to stop seeking external validation and start trusting in your inner voice so that you can step into your full power and start to feel the magnetism that is in that. So here's what we're going to cover today. We'll discuss why we seek external validation and the impact it has on our confidence. We'll get clear on how to reconnect with your inner voice and develop self-trust. We'll look at practical steps to stop people pleasing and set healthy boundaries. And more importantly, how to build confidence, that inner confidence, and make decisions that are aligned with your true, authentic self. So I want you to stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the tools to break free from that seeking of external validation so that you can start living confidently and be in expression and in the joy of being in an expression of your inner truth. So why do you want to watch this video? So right now you might be feeling like no matter what you do, you're always looking for someone else's opinion for approval. You might feel that your confidence rises and falls based on what others think or say about you. This constant seeking of external validation can leave you feeling drained and insecure and disconnected from your true self, from your soul. And I want you to imagine a world where people didn't need to constantly look outside for approval, but instead trusted their own inner wisdom. And the more individuals who are connected to their inner voice and live authentically, the more empowered and purposeful our communities and the world would become, the more creativity there will be all around for the good of all. When we all stop looking out there for validation and start trusting ourselves, we allow divinity, our inner guidance, to move through us. And when we do that, we start to carry a lot of energy. And the side effect of that is that we start to ignite others around us because we overflow with vitality, confidence, and true fulfillment. So, the solution that I want to offer to you is learning how to trust your inner voice. We all have this inner compass, deep inner wisdom that guides us, but so often we drown it by looking for others to tell us what to do. And the more you connect with this voice, the less you'll rely on others' opinions, and the more you'll experience true self leadership or self empowerment. I used to be the person who always looked for approval, whether it was in my career, my relationships, or even in personal decisions. I'd wait for someone else to validate my choices. For a long time, I put other people's happiness, projects, and priorities over mine. And over time, I realized that by doing this, I was giving away my power. I was distracting myself from what was important to me and often stealing the opportunity of other people to learn how to figure things out on their own. I wanted others to have a good opinion on me of me and that there's something good in that, but leaving myself behind was inauthentic. It wasn't until I learned how to quiet that noise and really truly start to listen to my own inner voice that I found contentment, right? Like that the Sanskrit word santosha, which is a source of inner clarity and peace. And now as a coach, I help visionaries, entrepreneurs, and leaders, speakers, authors to reclaim and trust and align with their true selves, which unlocks incredible amount of time, energy, and potential. So here's how. First, we need to understand why we seek external validation. Many of us have been conditioned from a young age, whether it's from our parents, teachers, or society. When we're little, the currency is love and attention. And in the time of our ancestors, if we were kicked out of our tribe, we were not accepted, we would starve. And now, as adults, external validation gives us a temporary sense of security and belonging, but it's fleeting. And the problem is when you rely on others for approval, you lose your sense, your touch with what you want or what you need. So step two is to reconnect with your inner voice. Your inner voice is always there, but you need to learn to know how to tune in. And one simple practice is daily quiet reflection or meditation. You can spend time each morning asking yourself, what do I want? What feels right to me? In these moments of quiet stillness, you'll begin to recognize the voice that has always been guiding you. And you can ask yourself, what can I do to start bringing that big future into today? What environment do I want to be in? What relationship do I want to have? What qualities do I want to embody? How do I want to feel in my body? What activities, what work, hobby do I want to explore or master? And you ask yourself, what's right for me now, today, in this human that I am? And I want you to remember that the ego mind, that it's you, it wants to fit in and it's loud and it's anxious, right? That voice, but your inner guidance whispers and speaks softly. So you want to get quiet and present and create time to listen. A good way to get in touch with your soul is to ask your heart, not your mind. Unless you know unless you know what you want, meeting those needs is going to be very, very challenging. And the third step is to stop seeking external validation, right? You need to stop people pleasing and start setting clear boundaries. Start by using one of my favorite sentences: no. Yes, no is a complete sentence, but if it makes you feel better, you can say, no, thank you. When something doesn't align with you, you can simply say, no, thank you, right? This is important. And I want you to expect it to be uncomfortable at first. And it might also feel liberating to you. But if it feels uncomfortable, it's simply because you are building a new pattern, right? A new connection in your brain, a new way of being. And anything new feels odd, even when we are doing things that are beneficial to us. And the beauty of this is that over time, you'll notice a greater sense of relief and empowerment, um, freshness that comes from opening to yourself and expanding your time. For example, one of my clients struggled with this in her business. She was always bending over backwards to please her clients and her staff. I mean, she did everything for them. And once she set firm boundaries and trusted her own judgment and what she wanted and needed, she not only regained her energy, but also attracted clients who respected her more. Her business went in a new direction that gave her a lot more free time and creativity. And so the final step, number four, is to practice building inner confidence. You want to do this by trusting yourself in small decisions. You don't need to make life-changing moves right away. You can start with daily choices, whether it's a deciding what to eat, what to wear, what quality to embody, what activities to engage in, or how to organize your day. Please make these decisions based on what you decide that it's right for you now, not based on what others think that you should be doing or what you used to think you should be doing. Over time, you'll build a strong sense of self trust that will spill over into bigger areas of your life. And the side effect of that is that other people who are also in their power will be drawn to you because that's how energy works. Like attracts like. Yes, some people might not like it. They might not like your new ways of being, and that is okay. The right people will see you and respect you because you're willing to live in your truth. And this too, please practice paying attention to when someone asks for your opinion. I know sometimes it feels tempting to say whatever you want. Oh, it doesn't really matter to you. You choose. Uh, these are great opportunities for you to listen. What do I want? Where do I want to go? What would I like to do instead? And you start to use your voice in this seemingly small, big things, but they're big things. So, okay, that's almost it for now. But now that you know the steps to stop seeking external validation and trust your inner voice, it's time to take action. So, I want you to commit to just one thing today, whether it's setting a boundary, listening to your inner voice during the meditation, getting a pen and just start reflecting, making decisions that feel right for you. I want you to just drop a comment and let me know what's the first step that you're willing to take today. And if you're ready to dive deeper into this work and start living a life that's fully aligned with your inner wisdom, head over to my website, sandratru.com, and schedule a free clarity session. Let's explore how you can step into your authentic power for the benefit of all.